Ms. Walcott, you are employed by Wellspring Lutheran Services
Yes.
in the capacity of a foster care worker,
Yes.
and recently you became the new worker for this family.
Yes.
Your Honor, I do have 15 proposed exhibits. I sent a list of those to the court and likewise to counsel. I would simply like to list them all and move for their admission if there are no objections.
Any objections to
No
that?
objection.
Objection.
Go ahead, Mr. Kaczorek.
Thank you. Number one being the updated service plan from Wellspring with its attached PATPs dated February 5th of this year. As proposed to, there is a case service plan addendum. It's a 2-page addendum from Wellspring signed on March 12th of this year. As proposed number 3, there is a foster care supportive visitation logs for the mother, Ms. Woodenberg. As number proposed 4, foster care supportive visitation logs for Mr. Thomas. As proposed 5, substance abuse use assessment for Mr. Thomas, that is signed on October 14th of 24. As proposed 6, there's a psychological assessment for Mr. Thomas. Number 7 being 8 forensic fluid screens for Mr. Thomas with dates from December 11th of 24 to March 5th of 25. As proposed 8, there are 4 forensic fluid screens for Ms. Woodenberg, dated 12/6 of 24 to 1/9 of 25. As proposed 9, there's an IEP evaluation for RJ, or RT, I should say. As proposed 10, Duncan Lake speech therapy notes for JT, RT, I should say. As proposed 11, EFC reauthorization for the mother, for Anaya. As number 12, trauma assessments report for AW dated 8/28 of 24. As number 13, Cherry Health report dated 1/2 of 25. It's a 1-page report for AW. As number 14, there is 1 sheet of AA attendance for the mother. The dates of attendance are from September 13th of 24 to November 11th of 24. And lastly, as proposed 15, YWCA discharge summary for Mr. Thomas dated 9/17 of 24.
Any objections to any of those exhibits?
No objection.
No objection. Thank you.
All right, they're admitted.
It's a lot of paperwork, Your Honor. All right, Ms. Walcott, let's bring the court up to speed on the progress in this case. And of course, keep in mind, this is a permanency planning hearing likewise. So let's start with the children. Let's start with RT. How is he doing in his current placement?
He is doing he is doing good in his current placement. He's well bonded to the caregivers and is able to participate in all typical activities. He is attending school and noted to do well in there.
The court admits stacks of reports, drug screens, and assessments.
He continues to be up to date on all medical and dental needs, and continues to regularly attend all scheduled appointments. He seems to be doing really well in the home.
All right. And I see that he is attending Duncan Lake speech therapy, and that is for his speech improvement and some of the stuttering issues that he has.
Correct.
And how is that progressing?
He's doing well in the service. It is recommended that he continue to receive the service, but he has made progress since starting.
Wonderful. I think you've mentioned that he's up to date on all his medical and dental checkups.
Yes.
All right. And likewise, does he have contact with his older sister, AW?
Yes, they have at least monthly contact.
And that is going well.
Yes. they really enjoy seeing each other.
All right. Currently, what's parenting time like for both parents with RT?
With Mrs. Woodenberg, parenting times have not been occurring due to her incarceration, but we would pick those back up as upon her release. And for Mr. Thomas, parenting times have been unsupervised, and those have been going good as well.
I learned very recently that there was some sort of a CPS investigation at that home. Are you aware of that?
Yes, I am.
That's still an ongoing investigation, is it not?
As far as I understand, yes.
All right. We'll address that issue when the report and the finalization comes in, correct?
Yes,
Does that cause you any concerns currently?
not at this time.
All right, wonderful. Anything else about RT?
Not at this time.
All right, let's move on to AW. She is, of course, one thing, RT is placed in a relative home, correct?
Yes,
Cool. AW is placed in a licensed foster home.
yes.
And let's update the court on her progress during this report period.
She is also up to date on all medical and dental needs. She's doing fairly well in school. She struggles some with her confidence in her abilities to complete assignments, specifically in regard to her Spanish class. She did just start a new trimester, and so we haven't been able to request grades in that department yet, but I'll provide the courts with an updated report of her grades once we are able to receive those. She has completed segment 1 of driver's training, and she is working on completing segment 2. She's been able to practice some of her driving skills with the foster parents, and there are no concerns reported by the caregivers. They're both they and Anaya, AW report being well bonded to each other. They enjoy each other's company, and AW reports feeling safe and comfortable in the caregiver's home.
All right. One of the exhibits was the trauma assessment for AW.
Mhm.
Has that trauma assessment been discussed with Miss Woodenberg and likewise with the foster parents?
I am unsure if it has been discussed with them. I know there was request at my previous home visit with the foster parents to discuss that trauma assessment, and so I am seeing AW in the home as well as the foster parents tomorrow, and we'll be bringing and providing them a copy of that trauma assessment, as well as I am working on sending that trauma assessment and those results to Ms. Woodenberg as well.
Wonderful. And are you incorporating the recommendations of the trauma assessment and the treatment plan?
Yes.
Okay. There are some concerns and challenges for AW as expressed in that trauma assessment, correct?
Yes.
And you will be working on that with both the foster parents, the parents, and the and AW, correct?
Yes.
All right. Anything else about AW that you think the court should be aware of that's not in your report?
Not at this time.
All right. Let's move on to the parents. Let's start with Ms. Woodenberg, who is currently incarcerated. By reading of your reports, it is stated that she is to be released in a couple of weeks, correct?
Correct.
But we're not sure yet. Is that a certain date?
I believe she has stated that it was either the March 27th, 25 or March 21st, 25. I believe it's the 27th, though.
All right. Wonderful. And while she's incarcerated, can you tell the court about what services you can provide her and what services she's able to get at the Kane County Correctional Facility?
Yes. Excuse me. We have been working on sending her jail packets monthly to work on barriers. These include packets and informational sheets on parenting skills, domestic violence, any area that is a need for Ms. Wittenberg. And she's been participating very actively in that. We've provided updated parent agency treatment plans for her as well. And sorry, my voice is going out. Provided updated parent agency treatment plans for her as well. And she's been able to
Both kids are thriving, but trauma assessments raise red flags.
provide her feedback on those as well. I believe due to how short the stay is, there are not a lot of resources that she's been able to participate in within the facility. However, upon her release, we would like to return to some of the services we were working prior to her incarceration. These include her therapy services, as well as re-referring her to foster care supportive visitation to ensure that she would be able to complete that program as well.
All right, is she awaiting sentencing on the 27th, or has she been sentenced already pursuant to a plea agreement that she entered into?
Yes, she pled guilty to charges, and that 27th day is her release date from incarceration.
All right, and the charges that she pled to involved AW as a victim, correct?
Yes.
Currently, Ms. Woodenberg, there's a no contact order for parenting time, or the parenting time, I should say, is suspended between Ms. Woodenberg and AW. Do you believe that's in AW's best interest to continue that no contact provision?
At this time, yes.
And that is because of the things that AW has expressed in the past and currently, correct?
Yes.
All right. Anything else about AW that you believe the court should be aware of that's not in your reports or your testimony here today?
Not at this time.
Okay. Let's move on to Mr. Thomas. Can you update the court on his progress in his parent agency agreement?
Yes. Mr. Thomas is doing well. He has completed the foster care supportive visitation, and has was successfully discharged from that program. He has been participating in unsupervised visits with RT, and those have been going well. It is reported that Mr. Thomas and RT are very well bonded, and that there are no current concerns with that relationship. Mr. Thomas does continue to participate in drug screens, and has not been positive for any substances other than THC. Within the reporting period, he is currently working on getting his medical marijuana card, although it has been challenging for him to obtain that card. In a meeting I had with him at the beginning of March 25, we talked about only purchasing THC from a dispensary to ensure the contents of the marijuana that he was purchasing. He believes that the positive drug screen from October may have been due to him purchasing marijuana off the streets. So we did create that safety plan to only purchase the marijuana from a dispensary to ensure the contents of the marijuana.
And let me interrupt for a second. And by October of last year, the screen came back positive for cocaine, correct?
Correct.
All right, please continue.
Mr. Thomas continues to participate in therapy, and it is reported that he is engaging in that. We're still waiting on a response from therapists to provide an update on his services at this time, but it's reported that he is participating in those, and there are no concerns in that area as well.
Currently, he doesn't have his own housing.
Correct.
what assistance is the agency providing him to obtain his own housing?
I have not had the chance to look into the services that had already been provided. I believe Mr. Thomas was seeking Section 8. And there was also talk about Mr. Thomas moving back in with his mother should reunification occur.
All right. And does he have any employment?
He informed me of a job interview that he has had earlier this month. However, I have not received verification of employment at this time.
So there's those two areas at least are still areas of need for him, correct?
Correct.
How are his parenting skills?
According to the foster care supportive visitation, they stated that he has sufficient parenting skills. There were no concerns noted in there. He made progress, and he reports benefiting from that service as well, feeling like it helped him improve his parenting skills as well.
Okay. Of course, all of his screens have been positive for marijuana. However, marijuana is legal in this state, right?
Correct.
However, you will urge him to either get a medical marijuana card or refrain from using marijuana because that will make him a better parent.
Correct.
Wonderful. Any other needs for Mr. Thomas?
Not at this time.
Did you have a chance to review the psychological that was introduced as exhibit number 6 that was done by Dr. Jeffrey Kilarshevsky back in September of last year? And there are some diagnoses that are important to note. Do you have any concerns about those diagnoses?
I know that it was noted that there was concerns with antisocial personality disorder, and there being concerns about Mr. Thomas potentially being deceitful because of that diagnosis. We have not experienced any sort of deception or deceit. When working with Mr. Thomas, he is very upfront and owns up to the things that he has done and participated in. And so at this time, I have no concerns in that area, but we'll continue to monitor and ensure accuracy of information that the agency is being provided.
Have you observed any of his parenting times with RJ?
I have not. When I received the case on February 7th of 25, the parenting times were already moved to unsupervised visits. And so we maintained those unsupervised visits.
No reports of him being under the influence of THC, and that would affect his ability to have parenting time at this point?
No.
Wonderful. Any other needs that Mr.
She pled guilty to charges tied to her own daughter, AW.
Thomas could benefit from?
Not at this time.
Okay. Anything else about this case that you think the court should be aware of?
Not at this time.
All right. Let me ask you a few parenting planning questions. With the return of the children back home to their parent or parents cause a substantial risk of harm to their life, health, physical or mental well-being?
Yes.
And what is that?
At this time, we would need to continue working with Mr. Thomas and Ms. Woodenberg to identify the barriers that were outlined today of emotional stability, substance use, and parenting skills, as well as housing, to be able to deem it appropriate for the children to be reunified, as well as obtaining the reports from the ongoing CPS investigation.
All right. Would initiation of termination proceedings be in the best interest of the children?
No.
And why is that?
At this time, Ms. Woodenberg and Mr. Thomas have a positive relationship with their children, and it would not be in their best interest to terminate parental rights due to that.
And there's partial progress, correct, being made?
Correct.
Likewise, has the out-of-home placement for each individual child, have they followed the reasonable and prudent parenting standards as defined in the statute, and that both children have had the regular opportunity to engage in age or developmentally appropriate activity?
Yes.
Can you give us an example or two for each child?
Yes. RT is able to participate in outside of school activities such as hanging out with friends, playing outside, playing with cousins, interacting with family members. And AW is able to do the same things. She's able to attend school regularly, participate in outside of school activities, attend church if she wanted to, and she does attend church. And she's able to participate in all of those things.
Thank you. What are your recommendations?
It is respectfully recommended that AW and RT remain temporary court wards under the care and supervision of the Department of Health and Human Services and Wellspring Lutheran Services. AW and RT remain placed in their relative placements or licensed foster home. Ms. Woodenberg and Mr. Thomas comply with and benefit from the parent agency treatment agreement. Mr. Thomas's parenting times remain supervised or unsupervised at the agency's discretion. Ms. Woodenberg's parenting times be supervised or unsupervised at the agency's discretion. No contact order between AW and Ms. Woodenberg continues. Parenting times between AW and Ms. Woodenberg remain suspended. The permanency goal remain reunification, and this matter be reviewed in 90 days.
Let me ask you just a follow-up question on the permanency goal for AW. Have you and your supervisor discussed the possibility of moving AW to an APLA recommendation?
Yes, we have.
All right, and that is not your recommendations today?
No, it is not, due to her not being 16 yet.
All right, and she will be turning 16 pretty quickly here, correct?
Yes, in July.
And that is something that you will discuss and look into for the upcoming hearing.
Yes.
Wonderful, thank you. Nothing further.
Thank you, Ms. Ortega.
Thank you, Your Honor. Just a few questions, Ms. Walcott. Are you aware of Ms. Woodenberg in the reason why she's incarcerated right now?
Yes.
Okay, why is that?
Due to breaking the no contact order between herself and AW.
Okay, and what is your understanding of that situation?
It's my understanding that Ms. Woodenberg had made a TikTok video that was directed towards Anaya.
Okay, did she send it to Anaya?
I am not sure on if it was sent to Anaya or not. Sorry.
Do you know who viewed the video and reported her?
I am not aware of that information at this point. I would need to review my notes to be able to provide that answer.
Okay, and it's not because she has not consumed alcohol, to your knowledge, correct?
No.
Okay, and so at this point, her bond was revoked because of the TikTok video she posted.
Yes.
Okay, and then you said she's being sentenced at her next hearing, correct?
I believe she'd already been sentenced as being released on that March 27th, 25 date.
Okay. When she's released, well, let me back up. I think last time we were here, the worker was going to speak with Anaya's counselor about reintegrating some therapeutic time with Miss Woodenberg. Have you followed up with that counselor at all?
I was unaware that that was a need at this point, but I can follow up with the therapist for the next court hearing to ensure what that would look like.
And are you aware well, you're probably not if you're not aware if she's been sentenced or not, but are you able to confirm when you do confirm a sentencing, whether or not a no contact is continued between Anaya and Ms. Woodenberg in the criminal matter?
Yes, I'll be sure to identify whether that no contact order is to continue.
Thank you. But for Ms. Woodenberg's incarceration, were there any concerns with the agency and
Now we turn to the father, and his story is a tightrope act.
her progress?
Not at this point. She was doing really well in her progress towards reunification while before incarceration. Our hope and desire would be to continue that upon her release.
And she was making all of her parenting times with RJ?
Yes.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Thank you. Ms. Mobilia.
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. Can I ask you at what point you would consider reunification with RJ and Mr. Thomas? It looks like housing is an issue, but he can live with his parents, right?
Yes.
Or live with the relative caregiver, correct?
Yes.
And so the only other issue is employment.
It is employment. However, we would also need to obtain the results from the CPS investigation as well.
Okay. And do we know when that's coming?
I am not aware of when that report will be finalized.
Okay. So he has unsupervised visits. He finished the supportive visitation. Really him testing for THC, it's really not extraordinary levels, correct?
Correct.
He's in therapy.
Correct.
He's always been upfront and honest, so the psych eval, which is, like 6 months or 7 months old, really hasn't been an issue in this case, correct?
Correct.
So it's fair to say he's made substantial progress.
Yes.
Would you consider asking the court for a dual order today for Mr. Thomas?
Can you repeat the question?
Would you consider a dual order today for Mr. Thomas if the court would order with KRP or some other services in the home after the CPS issue is resolved?
Yes, but we would need to identify overnights and a safety plan prior to being able to. Sorry. Yes, we would. With the understanding that we might not use it. My apologies.
Okay. So expansion of Mr. Thomas's parenting time might be appropriate at this time, including overnights in the relative caregiver's home, correct?
Yes.
Is that something that the agency is going to move towards in this report period?
Yes.
Okay. Right. I have nothing further, Your Honor.
Mr. Kasorik, any follow-up?
Yes, Your Honor, real quickly. Ms. Walcott, pursuant to Attorney Ortega's questioning about any other services that Ms. Woodenberg would benefit from, etc. Do you, from your perspective, has she internalized the damage she has caused to AW with her behaviors as she was working a treatment plan and attempting to contact her via, I believe, FaceTime or some sort of a video?
It's my understanding that Ms. Woodenberg has understood that the contact she had with AW was not appropriate at that time, and Ms. Woodenberg has stated that she will respect AW's wishes to have no communication at this time.
Wonderful. Thank you. Nothing further.
Ms. Ortega, any follow-up?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Ms. Mobilia?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
All right, thank you. Statements, or actually, Mr. Kasorik, any further witnesses?
No other evidence, Your Honor.
Any further evidence or any evidence, Ms. Ortega?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Ms. Mobilia, same question. Any evidence?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Right, thank you. Now, statements, Mr. Kasorik.
Thank you, Your Honor. I did have a chance to visit with both children in their respective placements just recently. AW is doing very well in her current placement. RT is doing well likewise. I'm concerned about the ongoing CPS investigation and some other concerns that were referenced to me. So I believe that the recommendation, at least at this time, are appropriate for both AW. I ask that the parenting time for Ms. Woodenberg be suspended as to her. That child is doing well. She needs a lot of therapy, and the foster parents are providing that therapy, and so is the agency. So she's doing well. RT is doing well in his placement. Mr. Thomas still needs some improvement in his parent agency agreement, and I think the recommendation currently of just either supervised or unsupervised parenting time for Mr. Thomas is appropriate. I would object to a dual order at this point until we figure out what's going on with the CPS investigation and some progress in employment and housing. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Mobilia.
Yes, Your Honor, thank you. I believe the testimony of Ms. Walcott was that she really wasn't concerned about the CPS case, and my request for a dual order was based on the fact that housing would be resolved if he could live with the relative caregiver. I don't know if he became employed by his 3-6 interview, but certainly that is something that can be worked on over the next report period. But he's made, according to the worker, substantial progress, done everything he's supposed to. There are really, except for this CPS issue, no issues or concerns regarding his parenting or his therapy or his involvement with the agency. So I asked the court to consider a dual order and that the agency begin expansion of his parenting time, including overnights.
Right. Thank you. The court finds that the guardian ad litem has complied with the requirements of the statute.
Court debates safety versus severing parental rights for good.